When we look at the alternative investment industry across Canada, it's a relatively new industry, and they would be considered some of the most mature players within that industry.
What I have come to the realization of or about is the tremendous commitment that they had for the creation and building of Invico Capital, the fund management company, and by extension the funds under it. I would say that they have taken tremendous personal risks in the sense that they started this business when they were quite young. They didn't have deep pockets to do that, and they had to give up a lot as younger people with young families.
So Invico is an alternative investment fund management company focused on private investments. So Jason and I actually met working together at Ernst & Young. And so for us, we had worked a lot of transactions together. So we were working closely on mergers and acquisitions. So we knew that we could work together. We knew we had the strengths as a team and a synergy, and I guess the connection to be able to work. I mean, not everyone can work closely together on transactions in a very time-constrained and high-intense environment. And so through that, we knew that we had some of the same values and some of the ability to work together. And that was really the genesis for starting Invico.
So we actually had very complementary skill sets, but we're very different people. So I was kind of more the kind of trailblazer, foraging for, I guess, kind of looking at new ideas and new opportunities, which was that kind of that entrepreneurial spirit. She was not as, overtly entrepreneurial, but was more of a, coordinator and integrator and had tremendous execution capability. When you look at how you want to build your partnerships, and we had some false starts on this in Invico, but it's ultimately you have to address your weaknesses.
Before I met Allison and Jason, I think I had heard of them for probably the better part of 4 or 5 years. And so to be able to have the occasion to meet with them at a time when the industry was really just starting up and growing as in alternatives investments, they were in the forefront of this. They were quite big trailblazers, and they really established something very unique, and their knowledge and know-how and their skill within the industry was really well represented.
I would describe Allison as a conductor in the sense that she, in the context of Invico as an orchestra, directs the many individuals and teams within it to achieve, many, many business deliverables harmoniously.
If I could describe Allison in one word, fierce.
Being a female in finance has definitely been a challenge. I'd like to consider myself a role model for those coming up behind me. I didn't really have that role model, to be honest.
But, at the time to partner with a woman in finance, I did have a lot of people looking at me a little funny, but nonetheless, proved them all wrong.
I would describe Jason as a trailblazer in the sense that he is constantly clearing new ground and forging new paths in the capital markets.
If I could describe Jason in one word, jovial. Jovial, fierce combination makes Invico a fun place to do business with.
With the Haskayne degree, having the work experience and being able to execute and do a lot of difficult transactions over those years gave me the confidence to be an entrepreneur.
When people look to me and say, hey, what's been the success of your partnership? It's really the yin and yang. We're very different from that perspective. I think it's important for people to partner, not only at a partnership level, but even employees. Like, we try to make sure we have a diverse group of employees.
Congratulations, Allison and Jason.
Congratulations, Allison and Jason.